Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a declutter of my Colourpop lip. I have done swatch videos for all of these before, and you can find those in my makeup collection playlist. The sun is starting to set, so if the lighting situation gets weird, I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that, but I am in the mood to film and declutter right now, and I am gonna need to do some shade comparisons on my actual lips. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look into my drawers and see what we can get rid of. Okay, so if this is a little shaky, I do apologize. I'm having issues trying to find a good way to do this with a good angle on my tripod, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these. So this green and this gray, I have other formulas that are very similar colors, so I'm gonna have to see which formula I prefer. I don't think I need two of those. This copper color I have this here, which is almost the exact same color. I'm not really sure it's a very flattering color on me anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. And this is a deeper metallic burgundy lip gloss, and I have the metallic, ultra metallic lips here that don't really budge like the glosses do, so I think this is gonna just go ahead and be a pass in general. I'm not sure about if I'm gonna be doing anything with those ultra metallic lips. The blotted lips next to them are definitely staying. Those are not going anywhere. Here is the gray that matches the gloss. They're not exactly the same color, but they're very close. I'm probably gonna end up comparing that red back there to something else, and I'm thinking this guy is probably too light for me. I know I want to try this color out. I think it's one that I like, but I want to make sure. This is one that I want to compare to a different purple. Wow, that looks blue on the viewfinder, but it is very much purple. So I'll just go ahead and pull out this red now. Anyway, I know this one, I'm just not sure if I'm going to keep a darker gray or not, so I want to try that one on. Those two I know I'm keeping for sure. These I'm going to try on later because I don't really have anything that they need to be compared to. Those will just be decisions on their own. I might try on some of these more gold colors as well, but I'm going to focus more on the creams right now, except for those two that I know are probably going to go. So here is the green matte color that needs to get compared to the gloss. And here is the purple, which also looks blue on the viewfinder. Here is the red that I need to compare. This is a keeper for sure, as is this blue. These are three colors that all dry down very similarly, even though they don't look like they would, so I just need to try these on and compare them with each other. And this one is just a color that I'm not sure about in general, because it's one of those, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's definitely one of those pinkier colors. It looks kind of red here, but it's very much like an orchid color. So just not sure about that. Climax is a sort of in between a purple and a blue. Maybe I should compare that to the other purples. This is a different purple. Maybe I should compare that one as well. Here is Blood. It's a deeper red. Lady, another deeper red. And Bossy, a true red. So I'm gonna compare these to my other two reds. I Heart This is that weird orchid tone. I like the way it looks on. It's just not a color that I reach for, and it's not a color that I feel like is me at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that one on. I'm pretty sure I like these two, but they're also just ones that I want to try and make sure. Luxe lipsticks, one's matte, one's cream, and one's the blur. So I just have one shade in each. I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to those for now, even though they're not my favorite formula. And I'm gonna go ahead and put these into some semblance of an order for comparison and just go from there, I guess. So these, I'm just 99% sure those are gonna go. These are those orchid colors, purples, greens, grays, reds, weird colors that kind of dry down grayish, and colors that I just want to test out and make sure that I really want to keep those. So I'm gonna put the camera back up and get to lip swatching. Okay, this is the best I can come up with for lighting right now. I put up the backdrop because I think it helps a little bit. I've got a lamp over here that I think is helping a little. I don't know. A few products that I forgot to mention. One of them is on the chopping block, and that is the sheer lippy stick in Juice Bar. I wish I'd come back with these because these were really nice. However, if we're talking about having a sheer product return, let's bring back those blotted lips, huh? That lip blur luxe lip thing, not cutting it. Okay, this is a Juice Bar, the sheer lippy sticks. It's okay, but it's still in really good condition. I think I could pass it on to someone that could get some good use out of it. So that one is gonna go. Okay, I think this is the best lighting situation we're gonna get as far as lip swatches go for tonight. So yes, this is a little stitious. It is a little too concealer lip for me. If I want something this pale, I would rather go with a gloss. I had a feeling this one was gonna go, and it is. Okay, my lips are uneven, so do forgive the messy swatches that are gonna be coming up. I'm not gonna be spending that much time trying to get them perfect. But this is Cheat Code. Yeah, this is Cheat Code. It is the bright copper color. I'm not sure if this color really does it for me, and if so, I'm gonna use the ultra metallic that doesn't budge. Okay, and this is Wolfie. It is a dark burgundy gloss with a sort of copper flip in it, and I do have some very similar colors to this, again, in that ultra metallic formula that doesn't budge. So if I'm going to be using a darker metallic color, I'd rather use one that doesn't have the opportunity to smear. Okay, this is Bound. It is the glossy formula, sort of a nude pink color. I do like this. Okay, and Westie is a mauve pink. This is in the matte formula. It's very comfortable. I do like this one. I don't think it goes with the color scheme I've got going on my face right now, but I do enjoy this color. Okay, this is Ultra Satin in Molly. It's a very lilac-y mauve, and I think I like this one. It's gonna pass so far, at least. And that is this one here. I have the other three swatched here. This one has dried down all the way. These two have not dried yet, but these are all mattes. The shade Viper is looking awfully pinky, so I think I was mistaken about the tones of all of them. And I've swatched more better underneath it. It's that very orchidy color. And I've got the gray tones swatched here for comparison as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave Viper out because I want to compare it to some of the deeper reds in the lipstick shades that I have. And I'm gonna move on to the grays. Okay, and I've got the gloss and the satin lip in the two grays here. You can see the tones are quite different. This one is much more of a lilac-y gray, and this one is more of a dirty gray, or a true gray. So let me try on the gloss first. Thinking this is a probably not. Okay, well, objectively, I think this is a much prettier tone. I don't think it does me any favors on. So let's look at the darker one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stick with any of the grays. I think if I want something kind of out there, I want something more saturated. So yeah, I don't think any of the grays are going to stay. Now I've got these two sort of orchid colors. I Heart This and More Better. I Heart This is obviously much more bright pink. This one is almost reading red on camera. But if I'm going to have something that reads red on my lips, this is not the color I'm going to choose. So I don't I don't wear these. I just don't wear them. I like the way they look on. I just don't, they don't call to me. They don't feel like me. So I'm just gonna pass them on while they still have life in them. Okay, I have Blood and Lady here. And Lady is much more of a brown burgundy, and this is more of a deep wine colored burgundy. I'm gonna hang on to, well, I'm definitely keeping Lady, and I'm gonna hold Blood out. I think this is the truest red that I have, the truest bright sort of vintage red that I have is Bossy. I don't think I have anything else quite like that, so that's definitely a keeper. And the liquid lipsticks that I wanted to go between are Avenue and Bam. I think, if I remember correctly, I like the tone of Bam better, but the tenacity of Avenue is just a little bit better. They are so close to the same color that you really probably can't even tell. And Blood is also very similar. It's a tiny bit deeper, but not by much. Avenue does have a little bit more of a brick undertone, especially as you can see it starts to dry down more. I'm gonna hold out those three colors so I can think on them for a minute, and I've definitely realized that Viper here doesn't look like any of the other colors, and I really like this tone, so I'm gonna keep this one for now. And let's move on to purple. Okay, the lippy sticks are both matte X's. This is Backup, which I didn't think I would need to compare to anything, but I just wanted to, just in case, because the little end on it was much more purple than the actual lipstick is. And this is Climax, so it's very much more of a blurple kind of color. I hope these are coming off true to color on camera because they are not on the monitor or the viewfinder. So I don't think I need, these are very different colors, but I don't think I need both of them. So I think I'm gonna have to try them on my lips and see how I feel about them. I do like the lippy stick. It's a terrible application, but you get the gist. Okay, I like both of these colors a lot. I'm tempted to keep them both, but I do not need two purples in my collection. I like the satin formula better, however the matte formula is just much more tenacious, and when I wear a color like this I do not want to have to worry about it. So I think I'm gonna hang on to Bedazzled and get rid of So Wavy. This is newer anyway, and I'd prefer to give away something newer. And then I have Crystal Ball and Dr. M, and you can see they are very, very close to the same color green. The one on the bottom is the liquid lipstick, and this one is the gloss. Again, the gloss is really pretty. I like the pearlescence that it has to it. I just don't want to have to worry about this moving around on my lips if I'm going to be wearing a color like this. And this is Crystal Ball is also newer, so I do again feel a little bit better about giving this one away. Okay, and now that these two have settled, Avenue is definitely more of a brick color. This has a more of a just burgundy-ish undertone. That was Bam. And I'm gonna go ahead and try on Bam real quick because I want to make sure I can get the depth out of this that Blood gives me, because if so, then I will stick with this and get rid of Blood. I don't know, I feel like Blood is just more burgundy, so I think I'm just gonna hang on to all three of those. Okay, so I'm gonna put those away and pull out the more goldy colored lip glosses to test out really quickly. That part shouldn't take too long. So I don't know where I left off. I think I forgot to hit record when I started swatching some glosses, but basically I swatched Flatline. It is to gold for me, and then I swatched DM, and this is an ultra metallic lip, which I have on right now, and it is just too orange for me. It's very similar to the shade Cheat Code that I got rid of in the beginning. And I am done. I have gotten rid of 13 lip colors. I was hoping to do a little bit better than this, but this is pretty good. I was really hoping just to get rid of a few more mattes because that formula doesn't seem to be as stable as their other formulas. However, I'm pleased with everything that I kept because my crazier colors I like to keep in that formula because I don't have to worry about them budging. And most of these I'll be able to find good homes for. So, yes, if you would like to see more swatches of these, I have swatching videos for each separate of these categories. Please do go check them out on my makeup collection playlist. That's everything. So thank you so much for watching. What is your favorite Colourpop lip formula? Let me know. And that is all I got for you. So thank you. Until next time.